The world slowly changes in ways unknown to all, changes which no one can escape from. I am but a traveler who chose to traverse the past that forged our country to what it is now. A reverse trekking through this world that I have come to know to see the origin of everything, of my life. Malayan blood runs through my veins. Battled the raging seas with their balanghay, my ancestors came to this archipelago ripe with natural resources and chose to live here. They created colonies called barangay and are led by a patriarchal head called Datu. As time passed, there came others who were captivated by this country's beauty. The Muslim merchants and missionaries came to our borders with their religion and proceeded to spread their influence across the multitude, bringing prosperity to those who received it, which gave way to the establishment of Islam communities. Other people chose a different approach to their community. Some made a warrior society where wartime achievements are more important than anything else. Then there are those who give importance to wealth, having rich families be their leader. Lastly are those who have no leading figure where everyone are equal. These people who constitutes the Philippine country in the olden times are those who we now call the indigenous people, mighty and proud. They live freely across the nation with lands that they can call their own. They thrive by the land and have their own established community, a fully functioning society. How is it then that some of them became the minority when they live separately from one another? Among the minorities in the indigenous communities within a nation, we set our sights to the Muslim communities or the Bangsamoro and try to discern the events which led to their minoritization. Those who bravely resisted the Spanish colonization and succeeded, and those who avoid the colonization entirely have retained their freedom, but at the cost of being treated as the minority due to the unification of those who were colonized against their colonizers. Minoritization became more apparent at the start of the American era when the American sovereigns started to label the masses as Christians and non-Christians, which further contributed to the minoritization. Through the passing of time, the indigenous people are still experiencing equal treatment. The indigenous people were forced to live in the forest due to governmental lacks of resettlements that only benefit those who were referred to as the majority. The indigenous people who were labeled as Christians during at the time of the American era. Then the Mindanao region was separated from the entirety of the Philippines with the sole reason of it being prosperous by itself. Then when logging became rampant due to the country's industrialization, the indigenous people who moved to the forest were again forced to relocate to the mountains. However, they were still affected by the logging which exceeded its logging area. And those indigenous people who lost their homes were forced to apply as tenant just to sate their hunger.
Shooting while we run. I've heard their footsteps from the north side of the crest, knocking on our doors, talking to us that we're morons, presenting a piece of paper that no one understood. We're screaming for the justice. We were screaming from the pain. All that was left unsaid brought us by the state. And we are screaming, fighting for our lives. We are dreaming, praying to serve